Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Michael. You're watching Blue Jam Tarot. Today we have quite the reading. This is going to be unexpected abundance that's coming your way. We will have sections talking about who you are. We will have also how and why this is going to come to you, as well as the core reading. The core of the reading, like it will be about the reading itself. It will touch upon various aspects and things you want to know about in particular or in close relevance to the topic, okay? The timestamps are going to be in the description section and the comment section as usual. As well, we have three elements with, today we have three frogs. The first frog is going to be made out of wood. Second pile has this like gold slash, I forgot the metal, slightly greenish type of metal. Okay, I forgot which one is it, never mind. With a coin, by the way. This one is very, let's just say, unique in that way. The first one has a rod, and I'll explain it in like the use of it and what's going on in pile number one. And the third pile has this malachite frog. Okay, take your time, pick your pile. Make sure to pick what resonates and leave the rest. If you don't recognize yourself in the who am I type of section, most likely this is not your reading, but if you stumbled across this, it means it's a really important message that's waiting for you there. So just enjoy. And if you don't agree with something in the reading, that's completely okay. I respect that. You are entitled to believe whatever you want to believe. So yeah, um, enjoy. And let's start with pile number one. Okay, welcome to your reading pile number one. Let me check and concentrate on your pile. Okay, we have the first element being the wooden frog with a rod. Um, this is actually, I want to just go ahead and say this is a frog that we use, or I heard it's being used to call out, I don't know if it's a myth or not, but still, it's a frog that you use. It's a tool of sorts that you attract worms with for fishing. It emits a sound basically when you tap with that rod, like the back of it, and yeah, it makes me feel like something about your pile in particular, because of this frog element tool, is a sort of a magnet for abundance. This is not necessarily the case with this pile where, for example, you can call in, let's just say, stable or regular like types of inflow or income in the context of money being like defined, stable, and somehow like as well, I have this paycheck. Okay, so it could be that you have this abundance come to you in, it's a skill of sorts, and it comes in various fluctuations but almost like flares. Okay, that's how you'll recognize yourself. And also it could be the case that this is your energy. It has these flare-ups, so to speak. The first part of the reading, I'll be talking about who you are, so this is going to be helping you out understanding if this is the reading for you, and also the characteristics that you do possess. So the question for this part is going to be, who are you? I will get into the why and how this abundance will come to you so that you can properly recognize the circumstances in which this will show up. Okay, starting with the first message, you have the Four of Pentacles in the lower part of the image. You'll see the four. It's basically the energy of a person who isn't necessarily super in survival or concerned about money in that like survival core way. Or it could be that you have this luck on your side in the belief department because you don't have that feeling of scarcity or hoarding, or having this issue with money when you keep it to yourself or keep it in such a way that it's constricted. By the way, in the characteristics, it could be the case that people from this pile have this flowy, I don't care as much for money, I care for living and for like assuring that, making sure that I have this wonderful life that money somehow makes it possible to facilitate or to make happen. So this is very good news because it shows me you are a person who's capable of inviting abundance in such a way that you don't restrict it or you don't hoard it and therefore like restrict the actual flow of it. This could also talk about an element of investment. You could be investing, you could be using the resource of money in the best or actually the proper directions. And to be honest with you, it's very, let's say, open with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, open, relaxed, and it could also talk about your character. You could be very open, relaxed, and chill about money. And it helps you out a lot because you're not attached to it necessarily, okay? By the way, I could be talking about abundance. It could be literally money, resources, it could be even connections that ultimately will facilitate the money coming in. So please refer to the notion of abundance in a broader sense. But because this is Four of Pentacles, that means it's actually strictly relating to money and the way in which you manage it. So it's a quite admirable slash natural or okay way to deal with that resource. The Lovers in reverse shows me that you're very, let's just say, um, in control or a mastermind when it comes to the relationships and the ways in which these actually facilitate your money. So you're very calculated. You don't jump into a relationship on the basis of emotion, um, based on how you feel or whatever the case may be. This is about a more structured slash partnership approach. It's a more, let's just say, cold, again, calculated way to to go about dealing with these things. So I wouldn't necessarily say that you're not emotional. I just want to say that in this money or abundance department, you are very organized, and there is a feeling of order and delegation. It makes me feel like you delegate things, resources, people in certain areas. So that could as well be a huge plus for the money aspect and the facilitating of the abundance into your life. Three of Pentacles talks about the fact that you are very established, mature, beyond their emotions. Again, not saying that you are insensitive or you don't have emotions. It says to me that you are maturing or matured already, and that this is a huge plus again in the money department, and that these qualities will be defining for you, or this is how you'll recognize yourself into this read again. On top of that, I just want to go ahead and say you are someone long-term oriented with the Empress. It's not necessarily that this is always good because you could be postponing your happiness for some to some extent, but as well with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, forgive me. With the Seven of Swords, it's gonna be about, it's in reverse. It's gonna be about honest, like almost a honest merchant type of story where you have an equal exchange or an organized, transparent way about dealing with things. And I just want to also say, it makes me feel strongly like we have this sign for these traits that they play a very good role in establishing your stability or financial security, whether it means like regardless of what's your status right now, it says that this is indicating like a very good or solid foundation, or some parameters that we actually have to learn from you could be the case, on how to manage or how to actually, let's say, properly organize things or conditions in order for these resources to be entering our lives, and also for us to be able to save them and properly or efficiently manage them so that they do not go to waste, or they do not go like you know you're not that type of person who's going to go on a shopping spree and spend everything. This feels to me like a more calculated slash almost non-emotional way to deal with money as a resource, as a sort of, it gives me the image of You know how I've heard about this, that the blood distributes the nutrients or whatever to the whole system in a very like in the body. It distributes resources in a very balanced way, harmonious. Like there is a lot of balance in here, a lot of calculation as well, a lot of like, divine logic in this whole thing and how it works. Something about you also speaks to me about this energy, and definitely something that plays really, really well in your favor, and it's actually quite a compliment in this case. I do not feel like you're necessarily always complimented on this stuff, quite frankly, because I do feel the reason it being it's a more concealed slash personal, this is my life and my rules type of story. So it definitely is something that you could almost like preach or talk about to the to some people, or even open or write a course on this, because your genuine like genuinely your input on the money section and the ways in which you can manage it is quite, let's just say, smart, efficient, knowledgeable, wise, and very, let's just say, coldly but um, organized or orderly in the like proper way. Okay, there is no let's just say chaos in here. I do not sense it, and I do not sense it being a story about a person who's not able to manage their money. So the funny thing is, I don't know how necessarily this will relate to the fact, like, this was a introduction thing for you, and it doesn't pertain to the message of, how the money necessarily will come or how it comes. It's generally something about you that's linked to this department, and it will be like a show sign for you to understand who am I talking about. So definitely doesn't necessarily relate to how the money is going to come. It just says, or it's a hint about the fact that it's going to be properly managed. So I love this. I love that I see this in this reading. It makes me feel like regardless of what's the form in which this money or abundance is going to come, it will come and it will stay. Okay, that's the feeling. Or at least it will stay, or it will go in a very, let's just say, controlled or properly distributed, balanced way. So I love that about this pile. Now let's jump into the reading itself. This is going to be the core. You have the sun. At first I saw this card and I was like, okay, let's reshuffle. Just kidding. No, I was actually sitting with this one, needed some time to actually understand what's going on. This is not a straightforward yes, but it has a, let's just say, caveat. So how do they say it? It's a very tricky slash hear me out type of message. Either this pile will actually be on the brink of experiencing something along the lines of a passive income. With the sun, it could also be the case, an indicator of a passive, unknown, or a very, not sneaky, but unknown slash hidden or non-traditional way to make money. Uh, the sun also makes me feel like this will be some sort of abundance that you do not necessarily want to announce, do not want to necessarily brag about, or it's going to be something along the lines of a money type or abundance type that, it's not going to be immediately recognized or seen as something that you could talk about. Not that you have to, but in general, it's like it's going to be a huge win in the long term, but in the short term, this will look like something that's quite unclear, or it's as if you were given like a gem and you have to just polish it. Something along the lines of this, basically. The thing is, whatever the case may be, this is very good news for you. But again, this is not a promise for a short-term solution or a short-term outcome in this case. It just like seems to be a gradual, personal, unique way of building up abundance, or a gradual, abundant way to see like tangible results or fruits of your labor in that type of thing. And it's hugely personal and it's hugely linked to you and who you are. So I really love this about the Sun card. It shows me that the result, the answer, the call, the abundance, the money, the resource, it's not going to be immediately apparent. It's not going to be immediately like a sort of a ceremony or announcement or stuff, but it's going to be gradually something that you absorb, take in, digest, and something that you ultimately will be very proud of, because this is like You know, interestingly enough, we have the Pentacles suit being the most stable one, and we have also this Knight of Pentacles in the general context talking about a very slow but steady type of move. So this is definitely, again, the energy I can sense coming from this first Sun card. And it's huge. It's huge, particularly because it's something that people look back to and say, like, I never thought that this person is gonna have that sort of thing. Um, I never thought they were capable of this thing, that, but it feels very personal, very unique, very secret or convoluted, or let's just say you're not gonna brag about it immediately. But it's like, you know, finding a ways in which like money or where this like resource is gonna like slowly but surely trickle, you know, it's like that sort of very tedious process of going somewhere and, you know, sifting gold or going into a gold mine and picking like huge bits of dirt and rock and all of this, and everyone would be like, yeah, this is not a easy thing. But for pile number one, it's like, I know this holds promise, and you could be sifting this, and ultimately what you'll find you'll be very pleased by. But the general demographic is going to be like, why would they do that? It's not going to be very successful or stuff. But I feel like this is going to be hitting a jackpot that people look back to and say, yeah, I wish I were that lucky to have this intuition to go for it, you know? And you perhaps know what this is about, but it's a very personal, like, you know, I look at these flowers and say, like, people, like, again, the analogy, it's as if you'd find a very non-conventional way to make money, or if you're going to find a very non-conventional way to build something like a business-wise that people would never think of would be that actually easy, but you'd be able to not necessarily patent it, but you know, they would say like, this is genius, why haven't they come up with this idea? And a very it's a very, let's just say, slow process in this case, but it's like building an empire, okay? Um, Kind of surprising with this card. It's not a huge win immediately or not a quick solution type of card. So I would definitely be, um, you know, paying attention to that sort of thing because it's fascinating. I just want to say it's fascinating in its quality. It's not flashy, you know. The means in which this money or this abundance is going to come for you, it could be literally an occupation, a sort of a business, or something along the lines of slow but steady, from small to bigger, like it will grow exponentially. Okay, that's what I can see. I can see in here as well from this Six of Swords a lot of preparation, movement, or in general you'll be very passionately collecting something, or almost as if you'd be passionately preparing for something. It's I saw the image in this card as someone building a boat, and everyone would be like, "Why are you building a boat? You don't need it. You don't understand how this works. You're not gonna succeed at it." But ultimately, like, you know, like in your depth of your core, like the depth of your being, that this is right, this is the right direction, and you'll have assistance. I want to just say the proper resources for the thing that you'll have in mind is gonna be given to you. Okay, we have as well this Eight of Swords. Also, this is quite fascinating for this pile. Why? Because it carries this very secretive aspect element. Whatever this abundance is for you, it's gonna be a very huge secret at first, or it's gonna be something that you don't necessarily want to open up about. And it's definitely going to be, I can see the scale or the spectrum in here. It's gonna extend very, very far, almost like for some it will be a lifetime type of occupation or thing that will ultimately very much so gratify you with the Ten of Cups. But we also have this Six of Wands um, in reverse. We have this person, like, you know, it's a very tedious, almost tedious from the other outside perspective, but the ultimate preparation in this case will definitely make you feel very happy. By the way, this is not the case with this pile being like you're going to find it immediately. The timing in here is very long term. But I just want to go ahead and say, This is huge news for those of you oriented towards the future in which you can want, or you can build something, or you want to build something long term, or you want to build something that's tangible, real, and not like a jackpot immediate win. And personally, for you, I wish something like this rather than a like go that day, that hour, and buy a ticket and go make that money and spend it. I'm much more oriented towards what I see in here and much more happy to have you experience that rather than um, the other one, you know? Anyway, it feels very personal. It feels very in tune with who you are, with your essence, and it's like slowly building your empire, slowly being building almost like creating your own throne, creating your own kingdom of sorts. This will be an occupation that will take over and will have that name of it, of name of yours in the logo or in something like this, okay? It's gonna be something that only you are able to do, and everyone will see the preparations as like immediately they will perceive it as something quite unnecessary. They won't believe in it. They will not understand. They will say, like, this is not going to work. This is not the proper direction. This is something that you're ultimately going to regret doing. Literally the opposite. I want to say, in the ways in which you already manage things in your life, this is beyond abundance. And I was talking about this in the introduction. It indicates a person who's capable of following through with a commitment and be dedicated to it because of the passion or because of the process and not necessarily the result, but the result is going to be huge. It's as if you'd ultimately like care for a plant not because you want to see it bloom, but just because you like the experience of this plant flourishing, blossoming, regardless of whether it's gonna blossom, if ever, or if anything is gonna happen in the sorts of, is this gonna like give fruits or not. Like, you're not waiting for that stuff, you're gonna just build it, okay? And I love that I hope this pile does resonate with that idea, but it's like I love the long-term orientation in this case because it shows me you're oriented towards something that's not like short term, okay? And something along the lines of a legacy that you will leave as well, and that's something that is going to make you very happy, okay? Next, I can see a lot of gratification, long-term gratification, your family being linked to this whole occupation, the Three of Cups, people coming to you and saying you were so brave and so original and so you did the right thing, okay? You'll have a lot of people coming to you saying like this is almost like shame. I can see and hear some shameful people almost being like silent and saying like, yeah, I understand now. Like I understand now who you are. I understand what you were building. This is hugely linking the reading to the Noah, like Noah from the Bible. um he basically built that boat, the story, and ultimately he was the rebirth of the civilization in a way. But it does care. It's not as, let's just say, dramatic as a message in this case, because this is literally something you want to build. It's like building a house. You build it for you, not for someone else. um but I just want to go ahead and say, if you had a hint to not reveal fully everything that's happening, definitely go for it. Don't reveal anything, because it's gonna distract, or it's gonna like feel a lot of points of doubt, and it's gonna like drive you crazy at some point, because people don't understand. This is not their journey, this is not their trajectory. They don't understand what you're made of, and they do not have the means of actually even being capable of grasping what's going on in this case. With the Ace of Wands, I'm not gonna lie, this is going to be a point where you'll feel like, you'll have doubts. You'll question yourself, you'll question the process, specifically the process, because it feels like it will extend greatly, or it will have this capacity to cover a lot of things, or a lot of logistical elements. I want to say it's the story again of you feeling tired but happy, or just very dedicated, and again, unexpected abundance coming your way. This is pile number one. It feels to me like it's a business. Why it feels like it's gonna be unexpected? Because it carries a very detached element to it, meaning that you do not fully understand. It's much more about it will happen and then you'll name it. It's much more about it will come to you, it will choose you, and you'll be like, I have to do this, I have to manage it. I have this task of managing this thing, okay? So it's not gonna be about you had an idea. You're just gonna hit the ground running in a way, and this will feel like, I don't have time, or I don't have time for something else because this is occupying a lot of like space. But again, this is something that's in alignment with you, and this is something that will make you very happy. But you'll have doubts, I'm very sure about this, with the Ace of Wands still. You will have a lot of synchronicities, signs, and messages telling you that you are on the right track. And you'll also have some sort of flare ups of manifestation when it comes to the money in this case, that will come strictly from that occupation. And you'll be like, yeah, it works. I doubted it at first, but it works. And if this works right now, then it has the potential to extend and work brilliantly, even better than I expected again in the future. This is like, it does make me feel like this is the testing area where you implement something, you test it, and you think to yourself, maybe I shouldn't necessarily expect much from it, but ultimately, when you're gonna do it, you're gonna have this flash explosion moment. It's as if when you prepare a mechanism, you expect or you doubt if it's gonna work, and when it works, you're pleasantly or like surprised because it works even better than you actually anticipated. By the way, unexpected abundance being the topic, it's gonna be the story about you having abundance from it, even in such like a greater extent that you actually will be surprised and you won't see it coming, you won't be anticipating it, and you'll have like an opening of sorts that will bring greater and greater things linked to this thing, meaning the case it's gonna be about either it's gonna bring more money, and or it can be singular, it can be multiple, or it can be even like ramificating like ramifications. uh this is going to be the case, like it brings me money slash it gives me some sort of happiness, exposure, or visibility. It gives me money and it gives me connections. It gives me money and it gives me a sense of purpose, or a set of these. It's gonna be about much more things being brought to the surface than you initially anticipated. So it's like, I have this occupation and it actually forces me to be active out there, that which I actually did want but was afraid to act upon or take. And this energy, this occurrence of this unexpected abundance is going to push you into this, you wished for it, you invested in me, and I'm now gonna be investing in you. Like this business or thing or occupation or abundance, let's just say abundance, let's refer to it that way because it's simpler for me, and it's gonna be like you chose me and now I choose you. That sort of story. It's very strange. It's very strange. It's as if I'm personifying this energy, and it could be very much seeking you. Okay, seeking you. This means you think you seek abundance, or not necessarily like you seek anything. I don't feel like this pile seeks abundance necessarily with this Four of Pentacles in the beginning, but it will actually seek you out. That's gonna be the story, and you're gonna be like, do I really need this? And then you're gonna be like passionately pursuing it. Though definitely do expect some sort of offers and even like money coming your way that you're going to be like, what's going on? Do I need this? I want this, kind of. It's gonna be fun. It can be, I guess. And it's gonna be offers and extending like some sort of aid, or you have something to offer. Let's give you that money. Are you willing? Are you wanting to offer this? Like this is going to be an exchange of sorts that people will outwardly tell you or show you, and you're going to be like, yeah, I want to do this. It's very exciting. It's very like, it's making me feel happy. Okay, the why section and the how. The why, you have King of Cups. A why can be the case that this is a huge alignment case with the activity and you. a huge element of preparation and, let's just say, serious groundedness in that direction, with the temperance as well. I worked hard for this, but not necessarily hard. This is not going to be the story about working hard. This is going to be a story about, I worked, but not even I worked. I was passionate. I was curious. I was, you know, um, sorting this through. I was trying this out. Okay. I was sorting or trying this out, and it resonated. It was about me. This is why. This is why, and this is also Seven of Cups. I found myself in it. I found the choice. I found the option. I found that which properly and wonderfully represents me through the means of an occupation or an expression. This is me, and I'll stop at this. It's almost a defined energy, or like, I'm gonna be doing that for the rest of my life with this Two of Swords, yeah. And how? You have the Ace of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, Santa Muerte, which is the Death card in reverse, and King of Wands. You're gonna be super excited, and it will almost make you feel enraged at times because you'll have so much to give, but there will be almost like delays or your energy being too fast forward, okay? And this will be like a moment in time where you will have distribution of energy. With this Queen of Cups, it's almost as if in this case, this abundance or it will be the people who will seek you out, not necessarily even you. And you'll be like managing all of this, and you're literally going to be like, oh God, it's like too much. I'm really happy these people want to offer like their money exchange and stuff, but am I actually ready for this? Because we have this death card, it's gonna be like I have to quickly adjust and adapt. What's going on here? Like what's like, am I ready for this? Why these people are like seeking me out, or why there is so much in here that needs to be addressed? That's the story, okay? That's the how. The how is going to be very chaotic. Let's just be honest, okay? And the how will come from the exterior. Don't have to concern yourself about it as much, okay? um Pretty much that's it, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. That was a very descriptive slash dense information package. I hope you enjoyed it. I do hope it resonated for you. If it did, don't forget to mention that in the comment section, how it played out for you. If you want, you can drop the details. Um, to be quite frank, I wasn't expecting this will be about something so long term and so gratifying, because I was actually thinking about a more short term like solution to a problem. But I was pleasantly surprised, because I am a person who's actually as well slow but steady, like calculated, strategic. I want to get this, I'm gonna go get it type of feel to me. And I'm not explosive, I'm not like short term oriented, though there are people who can do that and who can manage the flares and stuff like that. But about the parts there when I mentioned explosions or flares, it's almost like this experimental era, okay? It could be something along the lines of you exposing or having this not coverage, but reach, a lot of reach to people, or being in the spotlight in a way, and you won't be expecting, or you're not necessarily going to be fully aware of what's gonna be the case. Like, why am I so well received? You won't believe what you'll see. I love this. I love this about this pile, and I love the fact that you will be almost as if there will be a confirmation of sorts, where you'll say, I thought, I was actually calculating this, I was actually thinking about this, maybe it will work, but I was actually too right. If it would be possible to say that, I would say it will be like I was more than right. Yeah, it's actually possible. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to contribute to the reading with liking, commenting, subscribing. If you want, you can also contribute with a donation. I have the donation link in the comment section and the description section. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the other videos on the channel as well. I have some very convoluted messages there as well. You can find or stumble across some very unexpected information by simply clicking a topic. It happens very often on my channel. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the future readings. Take care. Okay, now we're on to pile number 2. Let's check what's going to be the case for you. By the way, this pile has this, it makes me feel like, I don't know, it's either feng shui or something like this. Frog, it has a coin, it has almost like a, this item has a personal, let's just say, legend in our house, because when I was little, I was told by my parents that when you want money, you just have to basically make this frog drop the coin and basically put it back, and it's going to be like a sound or a thing that's going to, let's just say, miraculously attract abundance into your life. So definitely an interesting story I just wanted to drop by in here, and it could be about gifts in here or opportunities or short term, let's just say, things that will happen very spontaneously for this pile, almost as if, you know, you could also ring a bell of sort or have a sort of a ritual, and you'll be manifesting things. You'll be like, yeah, universe, buy me a ticket for a ride, and universe could be literally listening to you and delivering. Okay, can be the case with this element from the beginning. Now I will do an analysis, a quick one, when it comes to your personality, so you can properly identify yourself and if this is the reading that you resonate with, and whether it's yours, as well as a part, well, you'll see yourself, your energy, and how it will relate to this unexpected abundance that will come in your way. Okay, starting with the world card in reverse, this is going to be the first card I will read. We have in here a very unexpected, let's just say, energy. It's very something wanted to say wholesome, like pile number 2 is very wholesome, also very whole, because we have this world card. Though it's in reverse, it makes me feel like there is a lot of untapped potential, or there are a lot of things in your life that do not necessarily fully appreciate you at your core value, okay? But the world card, it's like you're not who you seem, or you're greater than people actually realize. There are a lot of compliments in here from the background, from people saying that you are worthy of much more for what you possess. And with this world card, it like speaks to the case of people do see you, they recognize and quite have the feel of who you are, and that you have the power to go for something bigger than you're actually given right now. So this is a very unexpected slash I love this message. Now we have the Judgment. I want to just say this pile feels to me like you have the most powerful things in this category of the description or identification of the reading. You have the Judgment. It's you also kind of inspire or have a sort of dramatic change, divine change in people's lives, or you ring along. Okay, you ring a lot of bells to people or blow the whistle. I don't know what's going on here, what that came from, but it's definitely something I do see in here, or almost as if you're very authentic or something about you really calls people out. Okay. Yeah, this is the who am I type of section, or who you are, or who am I reading to. So you could be very real, you could be very in for the big deal, for the real deal type of person, and you are not like going to be wishy-washy or something like this. Doesn't mean you're not spontaneous, because we also have in here the fool, also the devil in here. I'll get back to this. It's kind of insanely intense with the combination, but yeah, I do want to say you're very lively, you're very um, spontaneous, you're very serious as well. It's a kind of a strange mix in here, so to speak, because it's almost like we don't even have the full potential, full-blown potential for this pile to unleash, because if it were to be unleashed, a lot of people will lose their like minds, something like this, okay? But the amount of energy that's in the shadows or is there in pile number two is actually quite insane. It's also like waiting on the right moment to explode or to tick off the bomb, something like this. But it's in a positive way because with the world, you have a lot of things to offer to people, or they see you in that sort of way. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this feels to me like with this Nine of Cups again, someone sees you not being in the right position or not being fully seen or understood for and valued for your full expression. With this Nine of Cups, it's like almost it makes them either like dissatisfied or sad or something like this, okay? Genuinely, this pile feels like they have a lot of standards, very high standards, and you hold yourself accountable to them. And it's like not the story when you expect something huge of other people while not having the same standards from your side. But genuinely, you haven't hear some people scared of you because of your standards or because of your energy in this case. And I want to just go ahead and say, with the full, you're very presentable, very likable, very polite, very social, but you're also kind of intimidating with the devil, okay? With the devil, you do have this attraction, you do have this pull or this alluring, okay, energy. This I want to be with them, but I'm afraid of them, okay? Like this very exciting feeling of almost people wanting to stick to you, okay? Like not like necessarily stalker type of energy because you could quickly cut them off somehow, like that's the feeling, but you're genuinely very attractive, I would say. Like it drives people crazy in this case, and physically, like physically attractive. My god, it's just funny, okay? It's like I can't have them, like that sort of feeling to the pile number two. I want them, but I cannot have them. I know it, like that's the feeling. I want them, but there is gonna be trouble, okay? If I am like linking myself to them, if I have any affiliation with them, I'm gonna be regretting it, or I'm gonna unleash their full-blown potential or attention on me, and I'm not ready for this type of stuff. Pile number two, are you done intimidating people? Okay. And also like dangling there like a prize of swords, you know? It's kind of funny, you know? Like, and I like to think that, you know, you're also kind of like almost playing with this unknowingly, or you're like just flashing with that type of energy, and people are like, yeah, with their whole soul, like heart torn to pieces emotionally wise, they feel very like affected, let's just say. Yeah, literally, we have in here like the Nine of Cups. I want them, but I cannot have them. Barriers and almost like missed opportunities, stuff like that. What are you doing to people? Pile number two. Okay, now core reading. We have in here this Three of Wands. Y'all, you won't believe me. You won't like do whatever you want. This bird, you can't hardly say it's a bird, of course, but it's a skeleton bird. It's extending something, okay? This feels to me like an opportunity. This abundance will come out of a desire or a trip or something along the lines of an opportunity that's going to be extended to you as an invitation. It will come from something deep, almost like honorable, a business offer, something like this, and it's gonna carry with itself the natural element of money. Okay. Three of Wands, this is very promising. This will come from some sort of promising source or a sort of an honorable invitation or almost like a ticket to success, a golden ticket type of story in this case, or a wish fulfillment or a very, let's just say, promising offer is gonna be the case with this pile. Unexpected abundance. It will be something along the lines of it will make you very excited, but also you will quite deeply understand that this is much more about just an offer. This will be about connections, money, and also could be also status. This is an invitation, okay? This is an invitation type of energy from the Three of Wands with this representation, and it will genuinely make you want to explode, but you're gonna be very composed and you're gonna be like, just okay, thank you so much. I will gladly think about this. I'll notify you, but inside of you are gonna be exploding, okay? King of Pentacles, yeah, this is a very promising thing. This is going to be like an offer. This is going to be something that will ultimately make you feel like, money is sorted out. Money is something I won't have to worry about, okay? With this type of offer thing. Anyway, I do see it as being an extension or again an offer from someone who sees or understands your potential and wants to offer you the circumstances to let that blossom. You know what I like about this pile is the fact that with the King of Pentacles as well, there is an information coming through that you're well off by yourself actually. And despite this offer being quite seductive and very okay, I don't feel like this is the case where you're gonna jump into it rushing or stuff like that because you innately understand that you bring value to whatever place you go to. And I don't see it being like something that's messing with the story, like it's like an opportunity that you shouldn't miss or something. I genuinely see you being grounded in your own sense of value, worth, and yeah, like you're not going to be swayed or into something like this, and it will not make you feel like, I'm not worthy and I have to go with this offer because it will at least somehow recognize me. Also, from the Two of Swords in here, I can say for sure you're gonna have a moment in which you're gonna have to cut something off that is ultimately going to benefit you financially. I do see in here a lot of hassle or just a lot of unnecessary chaos that you've been kind of even like forced or felt like you had to go through this. Like it feels really unnecessary because I do feel like you are like a very composed, steady person who's not seeking, something outside of like the decent norm, I wanted to say. Like, just like you're interested in like your well-being and you do not stick your nose into someone else's business. But in here with the Two of Swords, I want to say how you'll recognize as well this unexpected abundance is gonna come with a simplification. So simplification is like when you feel like you don't belong and the group goes away altogether, or you change places, whatever can be the case. And seemingly with the Two of Swords, it's like time to clean up. Like that's the feeling that I do associate with the pile itself. And there is going to be a feeling as well of like, yeah, finally I'm being seen. um, Seems like you've been going through a lot of like back and forth with a lot of the circumstances not mirroring or people not mirroring your true talents. That seems to be coming to an end because of this noble, graceful offer that's coming through. So a definite congratulations in here is in order, but it's as though also what I just covered with not needing to sort things out. It's as if there was with this offer in place, there is going to be like I have sorted this out. I have sorted this issue out. The Seven of Swords in reverse is like no longer feeling like you have to wait on something, or not feeling as though you need to basically worry about finances in a way. I do not know what this is all about specifically for your context, but it's very, let's just say promising, because we also have this strong figure of the King of Pentacles, and right beneath it we have the 10. So it's a lot of like financial, it's not even stability, it's reassurance in a way. It's as if, I will do that and it will ensure that my finances are all in order, okay? I'm laughing here because I'm looking at this King of Pentacles, and he's like, yeah, I see this offer, finally it came through. Finally something that matches my energy, finally something expensive that matches my energy, okay? It's gonna feel like not a surprise, okay? For people, it's like a chance in a lifetime, or an opportunity that comes like for very like unknown reasons, and people do shady stuff to get it. But for you, it's like going to be like, yeah, I know I deserve it. I know it's mine. I know it was mine, and it was mine to begin with because I knew in the core of my being that I do deserve it. So it's like, try to impress me. That's the energy of pile number two. What's funny in here as well is the fact that with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, I'm too good to count money. I just have to know it's there. Like, I don't want to count it. I know it's a lot. I know that I have a lot of money, and I don't feel the need to basically think about the logistics and delegating money because I just have a lot of it, okay? That's the feeling, or it's as if that's who you are. That's who you are meant to embody at some point, and the money in here will feel like it's also kind of linked to status. It's like I don't want to even think about this money aspect, abundance, whatever. I just want to know that it's there and I can use it whenever I want. That's the energy of pile number two. A lot of people will be caught off guard. I want to just mention that in here. A lot of people are not gonna like you, are not gonna like the fact that you're going to be chosen. And when I say chosen, it's like a resonance of situations that basically mirror your grace, your quality of being, and it's generally not going to be received well. But who cares, you know, when you have money, it's like, who cares, like, really. There is going to be, with the devil in here, covered by the social card, some sort of, let's just say, emotional wave, or generally a super hyped up energy around you, saying that, you know, this person got this, or this person barged in and took that. They were manipulative. They used a scheme to get what they want, and they're like a lot of negativity being directed at you because you are going to be perceived as abundant, okay? And it's going to be like, what did they do to deserve it, okay? Y'all, it's like so funny with the Ten of Pentacles as I'm looking at this. There is going to be a moment in time in which you're going to feel like, you know, I have all this. What's next? Okay, like, what's next? I'm not happy. I mean, I'm happy, but kind of I want something else, or something that's going to be next. So, you know, it genuinely speaks to me of a bit spoiled, but, you know, not here to judge. It's just a funny fact in here I just saw, because this like person in here sits with all of these like Ten of Pentacles around them, and like, yeah, I'm tired of looking at them. Like, I want to just do something, okay? Your energy is like very, let's just say, almost like, again, capricious or spoiled for some reason, and it's like, yeah, it's not even surprising for you that you actually will feel like receiving this money or this abundance, because for you it's like, yeah, I know, because I was born for it, you know, I was born to have it. Someone in here will go on a shopping spree as I was looking at this fool in here. Like, time to change the attire. You know, it seems like also this is a lovely energy I see. This is not a story about a person who received something and is like, yeah, I'm so lucky. I'm like so grateful, whatever. No, in your case, it's like, finally it happened. Like, this is who I was from the very beginning, and I just don't understand what was the reason for all this waiting and the setbacks. It's just like, I don't know, it's like often offense to my being. Like, who is in charge of distributing all of that? Tell them that they are late. And I love that I see this Queen of Wands in here. It's like, you're gonna also have a moment in which you're gonna sit there thinking, am I just not a bad, you know? Like, I'm just a, and it's gonna be like a fun moment. Yeah, I know. And I know I am, and I will succeed at everything I put my mind to, you know? Just confidence, just raw confidence coming from this card. And it's really honorable. Like, dare stand in my way. It's like that sort of energy in here. And also, you see, with the Eight of Wands, it's like, at times it could be that pile number two will encounter setbacks that will be so blatantly, let's just say, dissatisfactory for you. So blatantly like wrong. Like, why I asked for something and I was given exactly the opposite. That's what I see from this eight. Is like and them rushing quick in, like, it's like that period of time when you're lonely, and then you have a rush of, like, let's just say a lot of new people and stuff, and you're like, I'm gonna start cursing any moment now. Like, what is that? Like, what's this time management thing? Like, what's this circumstance management? Like, genuinely, like, angry. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a rant on God or on universe or on, like, what am I even doing in this life? Like, please, where's my castle? Where's my throne? Like, and this is not like, I just want to say it's just a very fun slash amusing energy, because it's very much so real. It's not an act. It's like a very, let's say, I know my worth, I'm confident, and I love what I cultivate or work through, and I just like want to enjoy this life at its fullest. But like, what was that? Like, was that circumstance here, and was that person there doing, like, that's tasteless, that's ridiculous, that's just wrong, and it's just so, no, like, I don't want this. And not gonna lie, you're gonna be having the moments in which, like, with the Eight of Wands, you're like, the F am I supposed to do right now? Like, what is going on? Like, why me? Why right now? Like, why so much at the same time? Like, I don't have even time to buy new clothing. Like, I don't clothes. Like, I don't have time to even, like, look in the mirror and change my outfit or attitude or, like, makeup, like, for people. It's like that sort of story in here. Is like, I cannot manage this. I'm too much for all of this, like, for all these. And the funniest of things is, like, looking at this central card talking about the offer, and you could be, like, literally walking there, snatching that offer or that ticket, and be like, yeah, finally, someone listens, Somebody finally got the message, okay? Yeah, very, like, high standards in here as well will play out. And yeah, something about this pile genuinely speaks about an offer this pile has been anticipating, waiting on. Not in vain, I did mention from the very beginning the fact that we have this frog with, like, if you want something, go, like, let that frog drop the coin and make a wish. That's exactly the energy. Like, I've been dropping that coin for like 10 years, not that much, but still, like, I lost my patience. Like, my patience has a lifespan of, like, what, 5 minutes. Like, make it work, make it happen. I know it. You can do it. Yeah, very expensive, very expensive, and let's just say high standard energy in here, bashing through the whole reading, okay? And it's genuinely frustrating and kind of, like, confusing to people, because they do not fully grasp who you are, and they treat you in various, let's just say, not quite right ways. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna remember this type of behavior. um, there is a lot of confusion around the people, like, the ways in which they perceive you and the ways in which they want to behave, because they understand your status in a way gradually, and they, like, somehow only are able to see you for who you truly are once the offer or once the role has been assimilated by you, when your energy actually spoke about this from the very beginning. So for you, it's like gonna be like, go, you know whatever. Like, I don't want to curse in here, but funnily enough, this pile feels like expensive, and a lot of, like, frustration, and, like, expensive frustration or expensive anger is gonna be the case. It's like, I don't have time for this, okay? I have a schedule. Like, I have a schedule that I've already agreed upon with myself in the mirror, so you better not disappoint me and waste my time. And like, Ten of Pentacles, like, I will say you deserve money, and you could be like, yeah, I know. Okay. I know this. I know that I knew this from the moment I was born. And everything just didn't necessarily know that I know, and that this should have happened. Y'all, who you are who you are and what you're doing. I don't know your business, but still, that's so funny to hear in the reading. Okay, now the time for the reading has come to go. Oh my god, no. Time to go into the why. Simpler, concise as well. So, yeah. You have the tower in reverse. It just makes me feel like you've had enough situations already that, let's just say, sifted through your essence for people to understand who you are. Genuinely, in here, there is a feeling of this person is different and their qualities do not fit with this role or with this, and they have to be offered something else. So yeah, it's like with the tower card in reverse, we could be missing out on this person's potential if we were to let them play small, okay? Or it's the same feeling when you get recognized like pretty quickly, without the tower being upright and having this need to, you know, destroy like some circumstances, burn them down to the ground, or again missing you out completely. I do feel like in here there is the case that people, or like it could be work or job related, they understand who you are, but they are unwilling or not ready. They were at least, but they understand that the time is ticking, and there isn't going to be much room for improvement or to apply your skills if you're gonna be left on a wait or in standby. In the Y, we also have the Hanged Man. So this is literally a suspension card, like because you've been suspended enough or because you've been waiting enough already. It's pretty fascinating how this pile shifts or moves very, very quickly, like swiftly through life in such, let's just say, strong awareness of what they're not and what they want to build out of the, let's just say, contrast in this case. And also the why kind of hints to the aspect or the possibility of no longer necessary again to play small and a time to transition. Things are no longer working, like relationships or situations are no longer, let's just say, productive or proactive in revealing who you are. So this could be also talking about a dimension of, transformation. It's as if there is a lot of stagnancy in here if we were to pretty much leave you here, okay? I love that the how aspect contains this Ace of Wands. This is literally the card of opportunity, offer, and new job. Now, this will resonate differently for you. This could be more so about an offer for some people, and for some, is going to be about a job. But because this is something along the lines of an offer being extended through a ticket, invitation letter, whatever, it could be something more of a let's introduce them, to the group, something like this. And how this will be almost as if it would be from the circumstance of a celebration, or it could be also kind of unexpected. It's as if with a blank card, the logic of things and how they will unfold will not quite make sense to you and will be quite out of your control with the magician in reverse. So definitely do not adhere to any tactic of control, restriction, or change, because pretty much what has to be allowed in this case is literally like surrender and letting go, okay? But the how in here, it's like the logistic or how this is gonna unfold. It will unfold in a very natural slash generous way because of the Four of Wands, which is a very like celebratory recognition or like gratitude towards you type of card, and the Ace of Wands is like, yeah, see that message, let's message them, let's send them an invite or something like this, okay? Also, the how exposes some sort of um recognition, being seen, exposure. Yeah, exposure I saw from this Four of Wands, exposure and fully grasping who you are. And I do see in here that, you're not fully understood by the greater majority of people, and that it takes a really wise and, let's just say, perceptive person to get you. okay? And this pile is very intricate, um, is very like delicate and rare in a way, and is very like, let's just say, promising, but only in the eyes of those who are capable of seeing that excellence. So it's not like also have the moon card in here from the oracle. So you're not like the sun type of energy, but you do shine, and you do shine in quite a very particular, unique, and let's just say attention seeking type of way, but not necessarily like it's like just saying popular, okay? Standing out, yeah. You do stand out. That's the energy I saw in here. Also, do not seek the means in which this will unfold, because this is out of your control. And to be honest with you, there is going to be like some sort of frustration around the fact that I cannot fully manage my life, though I would want to. It's kind of like amusing, to be honest, because it's all like done with a very careful slash loving and gentle attitude towards you, in the style and the sense that everything is meant to unfold at its right timing. So if for you it could be a bit frustrating, just know or remind yourself about the fact that there is a logic, or there is a subsequent divine, let's just say, timing. I just don't like this formulation, but it like takes time for something to properly unfold, and you cannot be thrown into situations as radically as you'd probably want, or you would imagine yourself as being successful at, because it's all like a gradual thing, and whether you believe it or not, one stage is a preparation for another. In your case, I do believe that's in general the case, but specifically for you, let's just say. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated with you and you found some relevant pieces of information about this unexpected abundance that's coming in your way. And most likely, this is going to show itself up or manifest, materialize through the guise of an offer, invitation, welcome letter, something like this. It strongly suggests that it's gonna be a forward moving dynamic energy that will be taking you out of your situations of feeling invisible. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check the description for the donation link if you want to donate, or the comment section, as it has as well this donation link. um, Wanting to hear from you in the future readings, and comment below how this specifically resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Okay, moving on to pile number 3, you chose the Malachite frog. Okay, this is interesting, unexpected, particularly unexpected, but pile number 3, you're gonna be popular. Um, You have the judgment in reverse. The manifestation of your abundance in this case is going to come through the connections and recognition coming from your people. Okay. That's what I can see in here, like strongly. Like this pile is waiting or is having a wish of sorts to be seen. And this is going to happen. But because this is in reverse, it's going to happen in such a convoluted way, you'll even question or doubt whether it's even going to happen to begin with in the first place. Okay. It's just like when you're gonna reach it, you're gonna be like, finally, this is unbelievably this has been unbelievably frustrating. Finally, I'm being seen. This is a core deep wish fulfillment this pile has been having, like the core need of some sort of belonging for some, or being seen or cherished and like wanted. Okay, that's what I can see from the judgment. It will overwhelm you. Okay, it will overwhelm you. This is going to be so much emotion, and here so much raw emotion, that it will simply blow your mind. Okay, you're not going to be able to contain it all at first. Yeah, that was like the only the first bit. Okay, usually or typically, let's just say I start with the introduction of who you are, what's going on. This will be the part where I talk about if this is your reading or not. So let's see. I do have in here a sense that this pile has a very defined royalty type of air to them, like heir of the throne, you know, heir to the throne actually. And this comes from this like very beautiful ace of wands in here. Okay, we also have the devil, so that's quite interesting because who you are is someone very deep, a mastermind. Also, like, I can manipulate if I want, not necessarily that you do, but it's like I do have strong weapons. Okay, Two of Pentacles, a lot of status in here, a lot of like esteem, self-worth, recognition from people, and you being seen as a very like capable, worthy. Like, again, you do behave in such a way that you have this air of nobility and graceful tact, and yeah, it's just like you're this all like bottled energy, almost as if you would want to be concealing all of that and like leaving people unseen, or something along the lines of I'm not gonna reveal who I truly am. Nine of Cups, it's like I want to leave you wondering, I'm not gonna come close. My god, this pile so much resonates with someone. Okay, this is not the case where, truly, with the devil, I don't believe like you're necessarily the bad person, but I do believe that you have such a mind, such a brilliant mind in here, that you're capable of twisting some situations in such a way and in your favor that it's literally gonna scare people to their like they're gonna scared they're gonna lose their soil. Okay, very esteemed, very, let's just say, I am spiritual, nobody knows about this. Huh. Yeah, very attractive. Okay, very intense and attractive, with a kiss, with mission, disgusted. I wanted to say disguised. Okay, that's definitely disguised would also fit the situation. It's like people have this with disgusted, I'm disgusted, or I hate them but I love them, kind of like. Yeah, it's like very strange, I don't know what's happening. What else? Unicorn, very rare, because I do very almost unbelievably rare, pile number three. And yeah, interesting, bright and nervous. They love your expressions of intensity and raw emotion, even if it is kind of nervous or all over the place at times, or even if it's very, let's just say, explosive. Anyways, with the moist, my god, someone's like really. Okay, no, this is not appropriate. Okay, not gonna go there, but yeah, I just don't wanna like. You got the point. Okay, someone there is super attractive to you. Not gonna go into more detail. The type and why and how what's going on there. I don't want to go there, but it's pretty dark there. Okay, it's dark. It's very, let's just say, personalized. It's very niche. It's very, let's just say, an information that, yeah, very personalized and uniquely defined. Okay. Okay, sorry. We have this judgment. It's gonna be, yeah, my god, I don't know what's going on, pile number three. It will be a moment in which you'll have money, but you're going to be like, I live the simpler life. Okay, I don't need it. I need to go back in time. I was okay. I was fine. It was great. And pile number three, you're so chill. Like what I saw in here from the description, this is not okay. This is not okay. You could be driving people mad. Okay, that could be the case. Anyway, where was I? I want to go ahead and say, with the Queen of Pentacles in here, you're a very decent, very, let's just say, I will go about creating things in a very grounded, fair and share and honest way. But what I want to say, all of this is going to be blasted into dust, and it will be replaced by something greater, because that's who you are. Queen of Pentacles makes me feel like you are investing in a project or an idea or a job or something that you think will give you something really important, but my God, you are the big deal, and that is going to shift and change that whole situation, where you will reassess and understand, like, what am I even doing here? Okay. um, there is a strong, powerful call to action with the Eight of Swords in here. Okay. Now, the typical Ace of Swords wouldn't necessarily be that type of call for action, but genuinely, there is going to feel like this pile. It's You're not gonna wait. You are going to understand who you are, and you're gonna go for it. This is like the chasing of the North Star type of reading. I can't believe I'm saying this. Nine of Cups in here as well. It's like, yeah, what am I doing here? Like, I can do much more, like someplace else. With the Death card, time to change and transform everything and build from the very beginning, because that's who we are. I'm gonna drop this whole stress thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it. Okay, like, who cares? I'm gonna be rich. Like, that's the energy, and like I'm like tired of ascending this career ladder, f this career ladder, f this job, f everything, and I'm gonna just go pursue something that I don't know, but it will make me really happy, and I know I'm gonna succeed. It doesn't make sense, but it will, and I know it. Okay, that's exactly this pile. Like, that's the energy. It's so intense. If you're not a Scorpio, I don't know what you're doing here. Just kidding. You can watch. I'm giving you the permission. You know what? I'm like looking at this death card, and a situation or something, like you're gonna come into something like with grace, with a lot of poise and composure, and you're going to be like, y'all, what you're doing here, you're not supposed to be here. Go find some place else to waste time. Like, go away. Like, go away. Okay, I have the authority to make you go away, so go away, please, please do that. Uh i was i was going to say that actually this pile, you do feel like someone who has this money or this abundance flowing in their veins. This is much more about, even this is beyond money, this is beyond status, this is beyond like even the idea of abundance. This is an idea of, I came into this life not to gather abundance, but actually to give it. So I'm sorry what you're doing here. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, money is not like my birthright. Money is in my pocket already. It's like I live and breathe, okay, with money, with worth, okay? This is worth pile. This is not even abundance. And it's like, yeah, I'm tired. It's like I'm too much for this world. Like, that's the feeling, okay? Not gonna lie, like that's what I can see. I deserve the best, okay? Like, that's the energy I saw from this devil. It's like, I deserve the best. I know it, and you have to deal with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry not to be sorry, but yeah, it's like, I am sorry that I am giving you this hellish experience. It's just who I am. It's like, I am very, very worthy, and with very high standards, of course. And genuinely, there is going to be like, there will be points in time in which things will be offered to you in the guise of, this is very rare, this is so valuable. It's like, F you and your offers, they are no more valuable than like whatever. I'm more valuable. Actually, just write this down. Like, that's the feeling this pile gives. It's like, I don't give a flying F. I know I can create my own opportunities if I want. I'm just lazy, okay? It's like, not even like justifying, but care for your own like business. I'm just gonna go about doing whatever I want, and I've been doing this since I was born, so I just don't see a problem. Okay, it's like you and your offer are trying to like ruin my day. Like, go away with that. Like, go away, it's tasteless. Okay, it's like, I don't know, pile number three, like, is that true? Like, I don't know. It's like, I do genuinely see people saying like, there could have been so much more if you just like accepted this. It's like, no, yeah, like, that's the feeling. Like, no, I do create my own opportunities, and I'm not like dirt to accept that. Okay, I'm not dirt. I'm not like, it's not gonna happen, not today, not ever. This body was born for something more than this job. Okay. And genuinely, I saw as well from the Queen of Swords The Ten of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Wands in here, and Six of Swords is like, actually, this is from another category, but I do practice that as well. Who cares about the order? It's like, uh, I can love you all to death, but I'm just not in the mood today, so F you all, and I don't want to hear and know about you, and go chase me if you want, but I'm never gonna change my mind. So yeah, I don't even know. This pile, like literally, I will fight with you someday, because I have an issue with this pile completely throwing everything. Uh, like you're just throwing away everything that I create or established in the sense of section for the readings. It's like pile number three always does this thing to me when I literally have to change something about the topic in here because this energy just doesn't or wouldn't align with the pre-established template. Okay, so you rebel in here a lot, and that is completely changing and messing with the flow of this reading, apparently. Okay, could be about your energy as well that you do invite a lot of, let's just say, mischievous chaos in people's perceptions and eyes, and like, yeah, when I try to call you out, you're like, yeah, what can I do? I'm like this. I'm like this. Okay, I was born with this. I cannot change it. Okay, I was just born to create this chaos. It's very mischievous, by the way, and it's kind of like very endearing at the same time. Y'all, I wouldn't even be surprised if you clicked here like choosing pile number three and thinking, yeah, let's try to surprise me again. Not that interested in the topic as well. I'm just here to like hang out and be like, fine, okay, like I don't care about this opportunity, whatever, because I know I can create. It's like not even like a doubt. This pile has such a strong, confident feeling of I know who I am and I will get it, okay? Sooner or later, who cares in what form, way, whatever, I'll be seen and I'll get it. Just not interested. Like what I'm interested in right now is like living the best lives, the best of days, the best days of my life. It's like that's the feeling. And it's like I shine already, so yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? Funny thing in here from this Queen of Pentacles in here, I would say, like, yeah, actually, it's true that I was in the past like this, very like, let's just say, methodical and stuff, and I was placing importance, and I was thinking about how opportunities, people, whatever, were actually the big deal until I realized who the F I am. And then everything turned upside down, and here we are living this wonderful life I really enjoy being in, okay? And now I do dictate my own rules, so yeah. Very bad, you know, bad, whatever type of energy, okay? It's almost as if even if you'd have people trying to manipulate you into an offer or something, you're gonna be like, don't waste my time, please. Like, okay, let's just pretend, okay, let's just pretend we're listening and just let's entertain ourselves with the BS this person is just gonna try to sneak in. It's as if like as if I'm not gonna notice, okay? Like I could tell that person in front of me to go F themselves, but we're not like this, at least for now, and I'm not in the mood for that, so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna postpone that tactic for now. I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind. But genuinely, I don't know what you're doing here with the topic. Maybe just enjoy the reading and like you just came in here for your entertainment, but very, very like extreme energy and explosive at that as well. But also mysterious, okay? It's just so funny. It's like unexpected offer. Like you'd be saying, I don't care, okay? I don't care. I don't care because I just don't care. I'm not in the mood for that right now. Like I just came here to have fun. No offer. I'm not interested in that. I am the offer. I am the best thing that ever happened to me. And whatever the case may be in here with unexpected, like this is unexpected offers, money, abundance, whatever, anything that is, it will come through the filter of your creation, okay? This pile is not about like moments, chances. No, I'm gonna grab the universe by its like balls and I'll make it happen, okay? Like that's the story, like period. Like that's the energy. I'm sorry. Like this is the first time I said something like this, but uh, do I have to cut this? Hmm. I'm not sure. I will think about this, but with the Emperor it's like, yeah, I'm gonna create whatever I want. It's my garden, it's my territory. I am the owner of this place. And also very extravagant, very wild, tropical, very like jungle, like explosive, experimental energy. Let's just see what's gonna happen if I do that. Very spontaneous and energetic, okay? Still, let's anger you a bit and keep the structure at least for a while. The section is going to be about the why. Maybe I will get back to the core message, but back and forth. Ten of Cups in reverse, you will have reached such a level, like a plateau in what it means to be mature, and there you will be a mastermind. Again, emotionally, you'll sort everything so well. It's gonna be boring. Like living is going to be at times. Um, like I know or I figured everything out already. Like this is boring. I crave something new. I crave an adventure. This is also could be the case that this is the sign or how this is gonna unfold. We have also the Queen of Swords. Um, it will happen through the means of recognition, but it will not happen before you recognize yourself first. And I do sense like this pile has a very wonderful and pre-established way, a very strong core identity, and you know who you are type of thing story, okay? Whatever will come into your life, it will not carry, just like with pile 2, will not carry an element or essence of scarcity, survival, lack. It will come like a crown, like I'm the king, I'm the queen, and my crown just came. Okay, that's the analogy. Like I ordered it. Okay, it should have already come, but here we are. Okay, it will not be a surprise. It's not gonna be a surprise for you. Whatever will unfold, it will be like angry. I know. Okay, I know. It's like I'm not here to play. Okay, I know this. I know everything is. It's so funny. Like it's such a funny energy though. Like. And you could see like how this will also manifest. You'll have a whole influx of people in your life telling you that it's like, yeah, thank you so much, but I knew this from a very long time, but thank you so much. Like that's the recognition that actually comes, but it's like almost very positive, but also for some reason it's like because of your energy it will feel like, yeah, I know, thank you, I know about this, thank you so much. Like not even needing it in a way, but it will feel sweet. I just want to go ahead and say that. Okay, also the category of the how, we have in here the King of Swords. This will not make sense, or this doesn't follow necessarily a logical order. So there is like a divine chaos that will sort things out for you, and the how as well cannot be explained, just like with pile number 2. And I want to say specifically spiritual because we have in here the High Priestess in reverse. It's almost as if how perceptive you could be or gifted, it will be beyond your comprehension for some reason, and like your spiritual gifts will not be able to spoil it for you in like let's just say it will happen like this or that, and when, okay, there is a huge like censorship in here from the universe when it comes to pile number 3. And definitely with the Three of Pentacles, it will be something about the ways in which you'll walk in life, that everything will unfold in a very unexpected slash, I was just doing my thing type of story, but definitely with some very fruitful results, because from the backstage, we do see in here like this person caring for the plants, but not knowing that these are actually seeds of some very powerful things. Anyways, how it's gonna be unfolding in such an organic and, let's just say, divine order that it will actually blow your mind when the fruits of your labor will actually be known to you. Okay? This is the abundance that's gonna come to you. It will feel very natural. Ultimately, it will feel like your legacy, or it's as though this is something I knew was mine from the very beginning. I just patiently waited for it. Like, that's the story in here. And also, I've known that this is mine. I've had a feeling, okay? The offer, the opportunity, and it will be many. It will be a series of almost like opportunities reflecting your value. They will be many, they will be abundant, they will be very, let's just say, ultimately, they will all be simple. They will follow the following rule. They will reflect clearly and vividly your true potential. And it will not be about the offer itself, it will be what you will add to this whole thing that will powerfully enhance the project, the role, whatever it is. It's not going to be the story about, I just wanted to take this successful thing and basically mix my name with it and have it like as a milestone. No, this is a pro-creative pile, and you could be given, like, of course, in the discerning and reasonable limits, but if you were given anything, you'd be so dedicated at excelling at it and showing and expressing your character through it that it would genuinely transform. People would refer to this offer, to this like job or role in such a revered, wonderful, prestigious way, not knowing precisely that this is actually you. Like, this is actually you who is giving that value to the role and not the other way around. Okay? Everything that will unfold will not be a surprise, it will be a confirmation. Okay? It will shock people, it will make them feel envious, jealous, and it will make them feel not enough. And that's something you shouldn't concern yourself with or by, because this is not your story, this is not your battle, this is theirs, and this is their issue to sort through. But this is the main character energy, okay? This is also giving a powerhouse type of energy. So I built this, I entrusted the task of building this to myself. I built it, I did this, and I did so I did it like in such a way that I really adore and love it because it's made by my own hand. This is mastery type of energy, this is ownership, royalties, or this is my signature, like my signature name in it, This also speaks about self-made, um, made by my own hand, self-built or self-driven. This is not going to be a pile who's going to be waiting on the opportunities to knock at your door, as well as not going to be a pile who's going to say, I'm not sure if I should perhaps express myself or I should use a means to basically define my worth. So that's not going to be a pile who's going to wait, who's gonna call other people, situations, I don't know, jobs, roles, to call them to assert your value. You're gonna assert your value through them. They will not like it, but they, like, performance wise, they will very much so like it, okay? So there's like this undeniable air of nobility and power that's exuding from, like, it's being exuded from pile number three, and I dictate my own rules. Not in vain, I was mentioning the fact that this reading is almost driven in a personal, self-driven direction, because this pile has this attitude of, I want to create my own logic to traverse and go and like create stuff for myself in this lifetime. Not the other way around, and not life, not universe, God, not angels, whatever being, whatever energy there is. I want to dictate my own rules, and I will do so with a very, let's just say, confident and intense um, energy and poise that is going to say, it was made by my own hand. Yeah, that's very like proud also energy. This is also kind of interesting to mention that this pile is actually not waiting on an opportunity to make it feel as though, this is my milestone. No, I'm my own milestone, or this is not waiting on an opportunity to say, like, I was blessed to have this again. Um, Whatever happens, if it happens, it's only like either it is in role and in line with me, or it's not, and it will fall off, or I will not be there. I will not stay in a situation that does not appreciate me, okay? And every confirmation, every like abundance that's gonna come in your way will only feel, again, just like I said, a confirmation, knowing, an inner knowing that, I knew I was like this from the very beginning, and I knew I deserved this, and therefore it will not carry this. I'm super grateful for it. I know this is my legacy. That's the energy you exude. There is also, it's much more about you, about your journey, about your legend, than it is about money, opportunities, or whatever else. It's much more about your experience, your expression, and your free beingness in life, rather than something you wanna, or you'd hoard, or you'd accumulate. You like live the moment. It's not something that you prepare for, or you're like not gonna structure your life around the job, around someone, or it's like you're gonna structure your life around your own legend that you're gonna write down, okay? And anything, whether it be good or bad, it will only be assisted and like further filtered through the energy of your presence. And again, if it's not aligning with you, it's not yours, in the sense that you will not stick around and beg for anything. You're just gonna find your way and excel at something else. It's a huge rebuild type of energy, that's being brought to the table with this pile, and it's very like game changer, catalyst, um, spiritual person, like almost like I have the driven energy to change things in my life and in people's lives. They call this spirituality. I just call it me, or my energy, or my style of being, okay? And a natural knack for being in the spotlight, or craving almost attention, but not craving attention because you want it for yourself, but because you excel at it, or because you feel really comfortable in that energy. It's like it's not like I don't want the spotlight. I need the spotlight for the impact. I need the spotlight for management of things, and it's a paramount. It's a condition that has to be met for me. This is not a caprice. This is not something I want or desire or wish for. This is an absolute necessity. Some power dynamics are being involved with pile number 3 today. And seemingly, no matter what I try to mention in here, it does not surprise you. It does not surprise you, and I love it for you, because it's not about opportunity, unexpected money, whatever. It's about you, ultimately, again. I could be repeating this the whole time, but it's still a very, let's just say, powerful message that wants to be said and said again, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Don't forget to comment below if you're pile number 3, most eager to find out. Like the video, subscribe if you're not, check out the old videos on the channel. And if you want to donate, you can go ahead and do that. The link is going to be in the comment section and the description. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for bringing your energy to the read. Take care.